Okay, this is the second attempt to record a key for the CBA Module 6 review. This is actually going to only be an on-level video, which most of the questions are similar or the same, but we'll only be doing it on-level. There is a printed key of the pre-AP review that is posted under the CBA review key folder, but this will be working out the on-level video. Sorry, I recorded it yesterday and the sound did not record, so hopefully this will work better. Alright, we're going to dive right in. Find the measure of angle B in the triangle below. So angle B is going to be this angle right here. That's what I want to find the measure of. I'm given angle A. I'm not given angle C, but these two hash marks right here tell me that this is an isosceles triangle. And for an isosceles triangle, if this angle is 55, then this angle would also be 55. So these two sides are the same. And if those two sides are the same, those two angles are the same also. So this is going to be 55 degrees as well. So I can add 55 degrees and 55 degrees together, and that's going to give me 110 degrees. And because I know that total, all the angles of the triangle have to equal 180 degrees, 180 minus 110 is going to be 70 degrees. So that's what angle B would be, which is answer choice D. Sorry, make sure you can see that. Okay. Number two, the question is awful. It's not worded correctly, so I'm going to just cross out the question and tell you guys that we're going to look at the charts, and we're going to compare kiloliters to liters, because up here it was talking about meters and all that. I'm going to start by writing my King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, and I'm looking to compare kiloliters to liters. So if I have 5 kiloliters, and I want to know how many liters that is, I'm going from kiloliters to base, 1, 2, 3 to the right, which means I'm multiplying by 1,000. So that would mean that this would be 5,000 liters. That's not what this chart says, so that answer is incorrect. For this one, and I'll just rewrite this. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. I have 5,000 kiloliters, and I'm going to liters, and I'm still going to be multiplying by 1,000. Well, that's going to give me way more. So that would give me 5 million. That's not right. Here, on this last one, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. I have 5 kiloliters. I'm going to liters multiplying by 1,000, so that's going to give me 5,000 liters, which means this chart actually works, so my answer would be C. Number 3, Andrew wanted to paint one wall in his office. He did not paint the window. What is the area of the wall that's painted? And this is similar pre-AP. I think it gives you a door also that's a triangle that you have to do. But just for this one, I'm going to take the area of the total wall, and then I'm going to subtract the area of the window. So area equals base times height. Area is going to equal 20 times 16. So your area for the whole wall is going to be 320 feet squared. And then for the area of the window, it's going to be base times height, 5 feet times 2 feet. So the area is going to be 10 feet squared. So I need to do 320 minus 10, and it will be 310 feet squared is what they'll paint. Oh, you cannot see that at all. I apologize. I'm trying to zoom in so y'all can see. Okay, Isabel and her friends put together different pieces of furniture to make a fort. The fort is shown below. Isabel and her friends need to measure the side lengths of the fort before they did measure before they secured them together. What's the area of the fort? So I need to find the area of the rectangle, the area of the square, and the area of the triangle. So I'm going to start with the rectangle. Because this is a square and this side length is 12, it means this is 12. So base times height, area is going to equal 20 times 12. 25 times 12 is going to be 240. So this is 240 feet squared. For the square, it's going to be base times height, which is 12 times 12. So the area for the square is going to be 144. So this is 144 feet squared. And then for the triangle, it's going to be area equals 1/2 base times height. 1/2. My base for my triangle is going to be 14. And this is where they try and trick you. The height for your triangle is not 19, but actually 12, because the base and the height have to form a right angle. They have to come together to form an angle. So this is going to be 12. So half of 14 is going to be 7. And then 7 times 12 is going to be 84. So this is 84 feet squared. And then when I add together 84 plus 240 plus 144, it's going to give me a total of 468 feet squared. That is that total. Okay. Next question. All right, Chambry is 5 centimeters shorter than Riley. Riley's 172 centimeters tall. What is her height in meters? So I'm going to do 172 minus 5 to start, and that's going to give me 167. And then King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, and I'm going from centimeters to meters, so that's just multiplying, or I'm sorry, that's to millimeters. See, teachers make mistakes too. Centimeters to meters, 1, 2, dividing by 100. So when I divide by 100, that's going to give me 1 and 67 hundredths meters. An outdoor shed has the following dimensions. What is the volume? Volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. Area of the base, since it's a rectangle, will be base times height times height. So it's going to be 5 times 10 times 6. This is 50. And 50 times 6 is 300 meters cubed. Number 7, write a proportion, so there's not solving in this, that could be used to find the number of quarts that would take up to fill 6 gallons of milk. So I know that there are 4 quarts in 1 gallon, which means that I would need to find out how many quarts are in 6 gallons. That's all I have to do to write a proportion. Okay, for pre-AP, I think it asked you how many pints, and then you would take it one step further and do the 2 pints in a quart, and you would multiply your 4 times 2 to find out there are 8 pints in 1 gallon, and that would be where you would set up your proportion. Number 8, what is the area of the shaded region given the outside shape is a square? So if this is a square, that means this is 6 inches. So I'm going to find the area of the square minus the area of the triangle. So the square is going to be base times height, which is 6 times 6, and that's going to be a total of 36 inches squared. So now I have to find the area of the triangle, which is going to be 1/2 base times height, and 1/2 of the base, which is 6, times the height, which is 6. This is going to be 3. 3 times 6 is 18 inches squared. So to find the area of the shaded region, I'm going to do 36 minus 18, which is 18 inches squared. That would be the area of your shaded region. All right, number 9. If the area of the following parallelogram is 15 square units, how do you determine the height? So I'm going to start by writing my formula for area of a parallelogram. 1/2. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That is not right. Don't do that. Area is base times height. Okay, so I know the area is 15, and then the base is 5, and I don't know the height. So to find the height, I would solve a one-step equation by dividing both sides by 5. So I'm going to divide 15 by the base, which is C. Number 10, what would be the measure of angle B in triangle ABC? So I need to know that 180 degrees are in a triangle total. So 65 plus 30 is going to be 95. 180 minus 95 is equal to 85 degrees. That is the answer to that. All right, the length of a rectangle is 21 inches, and the perimeter is at least 150 inches. Write an inequality that can be used to find the minimum width of the rectangle. So I'm not asking you to solve this. We just want to write an inequality. So the first thing I'm going to start with is at least 150 inches. What that's saying is that it cannot be smaller than 150. It can be bigger, but it can't be smaller. So I'm going to start by writing 150 and doing my inequality sign as a less than or equal to, because I'm not going to have anything smaller. And then I'm going to come over here and draw a rectangle, and I know that this is 21 on both sides, and this I'm going to put as x because I don't know what it is. And to find the perimeter, I would do 2 times 21, and I would add that to 2 times x. That's all you have to do. I'm just writing the inequality for how I can solve that, because no matter what I put in for x now, I want it to be either 150 or greater when I add it together. In the next 3 problems, determine whether it is possible to form a triangle using each set of segments with the given measurement. Mark your answer with yes or no. So the rule for this is that the sum of 2 of the side lengths has to be, of any 2 of the side lengths, has to be greater than the other side length. So I'm going to start by saying 1 plus 2.9, that's 3.9. Is 3.9 greater than 5? No. So this is automatically not going to form a triangle. Number 13, 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 is greater than 8. That works. 6 plus 8 is 14, which is greater than 4, so that's good. 4 plus 8 is 12, which is greater than 6. Can't write a 6. There we go. So all those work. So yes, this would form a triangle. And then on this one, 10 plus 5 is 15. Is 15 greater than 21? No. So this would not form a triangle right off the bat. It has to work for all the side lengths. Label the bases, legs, and height of the given trapezoid. So this is a base. This is a base. My height is going to be labeled by a right angle. formed with the base, so that's the height. And then my legs are these opposite sides. What is the formula for finding the area of a trapezoid? It's going to be 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times height. That's your formula. And number 17, in the given trapezoid, the height measurement is unknown. Determine the value of the unknown measure. So I'm going to do this by saying that the area is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. The area is 56 equals 1/2 of 3 plus 4 times the height. 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, so I'm going to divide this side by 7, divide 56 by 7. So now I have 8 equals 1/2 times the height. That's what I'm left with. So I still have to deal with my half. You could have taken half of 7, which would have been 3.5, and then you could divide both sides by 3.5, but I don't really like to divide by decimals if I don't have to, so I don't have to in this case. So here I'm going to divide both sides by 1/2, and when you divide by 1/2, it's the same as multiplying by 2. Okay, so I can show you that over here. So I could do 8 divided by 1/2, and my fraction rules say that I have to do 8 over 1, and then I have to multiply it by the reciprocal. So I have to flip this to 2 over 1, which is going to be 16 over 1, so which is 16. So dividing by 1/2, same as multiplying by 2. So the height would be equal to 16 centimeters. Okay, good luck on your CBA.